Hello my dear learner, welcome to another mathematics lesson. Today we are going to start a new topic. The topic which we are going to start is integration. What is integration? We learned differentiation, and we say that differentiation is finding the gradient function of a function. Now, integration basically is the reverse of differentiation. It is the reverse of differentiation. Therefore, it is the same as finding the function for a given gradient function. That is what we mean by integration. So, integration is the reverse differentiation. Reverse differentiation, like I said. Therefore, integration is finding the function for a given gradient function or derived function. So integration is the process of finding a function from a gradient function. Or derived function. Remember, gradient function is also called derived function. So that process of finding the original function from the gradient function is what we call integration. Let's look at an example. Let's look at an example of a straight line. That is our y-axis. That is our x-axis. And I want to draw some few lines here. Let's say 3 lines passing through different points on the y-axis. Let's say the first one passes through point 4 there. The other one passes through, let's say, point 2 here. And let us assume the lines are parallel. I'm not accurately drawing the lines, but let us assume the lines are parallel. And maybe another one passing through negative 1 here. The lines have not been drawn accurately, but let us assume that these lines are parallel. Let us assume they are parallel. And remember, if lines are parallel, they have equal gradients. Therefore, let us assume the gradient of each of these lines is 2. Each line has a gradient of 2. Each line. Therefore, what is the equation of this first line, my dear learner? If the gradient is 2 and it is passing through this point 4, the general equation of a straight line is y is equal to mx plus c, where m is the gradient, c is the y-intercept. So since we know the gradient is 2, the equation of this line will be, the first one here will be y is equal to 2x, because the gradient is 2, plus the y-intercept for this line is 4. That is the equation of that line. What about this second line? The same gradient, therefore y is equal to 2x, plus the y-intercept for this case, the y-intercept is 2. Therefore, the equation of that line will be y is equal to 2x plus 2. What about this third line? Y is equal to mx. The gradient we say for all the three, the gradient is 2. So 2x plus c. The y-intercept for this line is -1. Therefore, the equation of this line will be y is equal to 2x minus 1. So all these are equations of a line whose gradient is 2. So if someone asks you, I've given this example so that we understand the concept of integration. If someone asks you, a line has an equation, has a gradient of 2. Gradient 2. What is the equation of the line? What will be your answer, my dear Lana? A line has a gradient of what? 2. A line has a gradient of 2. What is the equation of the line? You can get very many answers for that question because you don't know where the line passes the x-axis. You will not be able, by just being given the gradient, you will not be able to know the y-intercept. Remember, this is just an example. So if someone asks you this question, that the gradient of a line is 2, what is the equation of the line? Then the equation of that line will be y is equal to 2x plus a constant which you don't know. So we just say plus c, where this c is the y-intercept for a straight line. So this is actually integration. What we have done is integration because gradient is the same as, this is the same as gradient function. Or this is the same as dy dx. dy dx has been given, you are looking for y. If dy dx is 2, then y equals 2x plus c plus a constant. So this is actually integration. What we have done here is we have integrated. This c can take any value. It can take any value. It can be 0, it can be 1, it can be 4, it can be 2, it can be -1. You see, we can have very many parallel lines passing through these different points. So that is why we will have very many answers. Actually, we have infinite answers. We cannot say it's this number of answers. So let us look at an example. Example. Give the equation of a line whose gradient function that is dy dx equals or is a, the gradient function is a half, b -3, c -5/3, d 6. Let's look at this question. We are finding the equation of a line whose gradient function has been given. So actually what we are going to do here is we are integrating. So we are told find or give the equation of a line whose gradient function is a half. In all these cases, the gradient is a constant. So automatically this is a straight line. You should know that it's a straight line because if the gradient is half, this is a constant. There is no x, there is no variable x somewhere. So these are all constants. So it means the gradient These gradients are constant. Therefore, these lines are all straight lines. For the first case, let us look at number A. The gradient is a half. Therefore, the equation will be y is equal to a half x plus a constant. This one must not be forgotten. Plus a constant, c. So this is the general equation of any line with gradient a half. A line which has a gradient a half will have this type of equation. We don't know the value of c. So c can take any value. For example, it can be y is equal to a half x plus 5. It can be y is equal to a half x minus 7. It can be y is equal to a half x plus 7 over 10. It can even be a fraction. So this c can take any value. Let's look at number B. Find the equation of a line whose gradient is negative 3. The same way, if the gradient is negative 3, then y is equal to negative 3x plus a constant c. Plus c. So this is the general equation of a line whose gradient is negative 3. So this c can take any value again. You can put anything or any value in place of c. So it can be y is equal to negative 3x plus 10. Y is equal to negative 3x minus 100. Y is equal to negative 3x plus 2.9. It can even be a decimal. Then the third one, equation, find the equation of a line whose gradient function is negative 5 over 3. We do it the same way. Y is equal to negative 5 over 3x plus a constant c. This plus c must not be forgotten, and you can give examples. You can give examples, my dear learner, by putting any value in place of c. Then the last one, number D, where gradient is 6. The equation will be y is equal to 6x plus a constant c. Again, here, this is the general equation of a straight line whose gradient is 2. So this c again can take any value. C can take any value. It can be 0. If it is 0, then the equation is y is equal to 6x, full stop. If it is if c is negative 1 million, then y is equal to 600 minus 1 million. If c is 500, y is equal to 6x plus 500. So c can take any value. It can be a fraction or a decimal or a whole number. So that is actually what we have done here is we have integrated. When you integrate a half, you get a half x. If you remember differentiation, when you differentiate this, what do you get? You get a half. So that is why we are talking of reverse differentiation. If you integrate negative 3, you get negative 3x plus c. And what do you get if you differentiate this? If you go back to the topic of differentiation, if you differentiate, we find dy dx here. C, remember, can be any constant. It can be 10. Let's say 10. So if you differentiate y is equal to negative 3x plus 10, what do we have as dy dx? dy dx will be negative 3. So this is what we call integration. So for today, my dear learner, I want to stop there. We are going to learn more about integration in the next lesson. In our next lesson, we are going to learn a certain formula of how to do integration. Today, I just introduced integration, so I will stop there for today, my dear learner. In my next lesson, we will learn more about this concept of integration. Until that time, bye-bye.